everybody. It's the program. We're on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines. Start talking. Forever. It's Sunday, and today is the day we're gonna water the plants day. Look at the plants. You ready for some water plant? Maybe we should start it off, and so I don't, so I remember this. How much water I'm gonna give you? A whole cup? Here you go. So this is how we're gonna start off today. Plants need water to live, and they can't get it on their own, especially when they're indoors, because plants, maybe they think they're outdoors. They don't know what indoors even is. But really, what is indoors? It's such a big deal to be surrounded by walls. Here it goes. I wonder if that was too much water. Cup of water a week? That's not that much. But it is kind of cold. The water's kind of cold, but I guess it's room temperature. Somebody told me recently that you're not supposed to water plants with cold water, and people often do that. And maybe I just did that. But the water's just in the room, so it's no colder than the room is, but it feels kind of cold. It's like, ooh, it feels cold. Is it cold though, or is it the same temperature as the room? And wet is cold, but it's not wet. It's only on the inside. It's like wetness is coldness. It's hard to know. Sometimes wet is cold, and you ever touch a thing and you think, oh, that's wet. It feels wet. But cold and wet are the same feelings. But this water seems cold. I don't know if water is it the same temperature as the air. It's definitely when you're hot, and you go into the water. And I thought maybe like the reason that water is colder is because when water is on your, or evaporates, then it creates coldness. But what if you're in the water, it's not evaporating and it still feels colder in the air? Maybe it's something to do with heating transfer from the air and the water, because I'm pretty sure it's the same temperature. How could this water be colder than the air around it, which is what I'm in? I'm pretty sure that it's the same temperature, but it has something to do with how it feels. It just feels colder when it's not. I don't know about how the science of feeling water. You ever tried to look into it, viewers? This is water feeling science. How does water feel to you? Why is water cold feeling? I don't know why. Ever think things feel wet when they're just cold? It's oh, look, this, I guess ice is wet. What about cold dry things? Things when they're cold, they're kind of wet. Maybe outside things. I can't think of anything other than ice. Or frozen things are wet too, because all the water comes outside of them. It's maybe wetness and coldness they're connected, and they're separate. About dry ice. That's very dry, right? They call it dry ice, but is that wet too? I'm not really sure what dry ice even is. I've seen it before, and it's smoky and it's really cold and dry, and you touch it, you stick to it. But is it made out of water? It's probably made out of something else. Maybe it's frozen carbon dioxide. Is that what it is? Not water. It's maybe if it was, there's no liquid, it doesn't turn into liquid. It goes from solid to air. It skips liquid altogether. Maybe it's liquid for a second. Seems like it's just solid, and then it's in the air. It's it's hot. I guess that's what happens when you burn things. So I think you can burn some things. They can burn at a very, very, very low temperature. If it's that cold, then it's burning. The air just is making it burn, combining it with oxygen and going into the air. Isn't that what burning is? So maybe it is. It's kind of it's burning. It's it's on fire, but the fire is so cold that you can't see it. I don't know about how that works. Is it still fire when you have the block of dry ice? I think is it called burning when it goes from like solid to air, because like that's what happens to wood, right? It's turning into air. That's what happens when you burn calories too. Like it's actually like turning it into air. I heard that when you lose weight, that most of it goes through the air when you're running. You start breathing hard, because when you're breathing hard, you're breathing out your body into the air, and then your body's just going out into the air, which is kind of gross. Because have you ever been into a place where there's a lot of people and it smells bad? I don't like that. I am really I'm like, ooh, this place stinks. There's so many people here, I can tell that it smells. And that is bad to me, the smell. And I think I'm actually smelling like people's insides, because it's like your insides are going outside, and that's no good, if you ask me. Not a fan. I think people should be outside. I think they should keep their insides inside, so don't work out too hard inside. If you're going to breathe hard, make sure that you're outside. Otherwise, you're just putting your body into the walls or something. It's like all that stuff. So whenever you go into a place that seems a little stuffy, it's because it's full of people. It's like their insides, people inside. It's like you're breathing people's fat. They're breathing it out, and then you're breathing it back in. That's not clean. You want oxygen from the plants. The plants do the opposite thing, and then they turn. It's like you turn your fat into air, your solids into the air, and the plants get it, and then they turn it back into solids, and they collect it too. So they're eating. I mean, we're eating each other. The plants are eating us, in a way. It's a cycle. So we eat the plants, and you think that, like, what are the plants doing? They're eating people. They're eating animals, and it seems like it's like, oh, how can a plant eat an animal except for, you know, like those fly traps? They're eating animals, but the plants are eating animals too, because all the animals are breathing, and they're putting the CO2 into the air, and then the plants get it. So maybe all those people who are complaining about like the meat industry, and they're like, oh, look at all the CO2 in the air, maybe it's making the plants stronger. But I heard maybe if you live in a place where there's tons of ants, or not ants, but plants, ants. Like, what's the thing I was thinking about? Plants? No, ants. Then okay, plants and ants. What was I saying? Plants are eating people. There's too much oxygen. It seems like there's too much oxygen. You're like, oh, oxygen is good. There should be tons of oxygen, but there's too much oxygen. You can get oxygen poisoning or something too. Like, you need other things too. So maybe the CO2 can be overwhelming to a plant too if there's too much of it. It's not like you can only get that one thing. Like people think that you just need oxygen to live, but I think you need, you know, all the other stuff in there in a mix, like the normal mix of life, instead of just straight oxygen. It's like, oh, if I breathe straight oxygen, I'm going to be super powered and I'm going to feel so great. But I think you need a little bit of nitrogen and whatever other kind of things are in the air all the time. So you want a good mix of it. And there's even some CO2. I think you maybe should be breathing it back just because you're used to it. So you should be doing like the thing you always do. I think drastic change is the thing that's bad for you, not just like, unless you're doing stuff that's really, really bad for you. Maybe if you cut that out, then it'd be okay. But it's also pretty hard on yourself. Like if you're doing, you know, some kind of like crazy drugs and then you quit, all of a sudden you're going to be sick. You got to get slow off that stuff or you'll die potentially, and with some things. Same with, you know, exercising. It's like, oh, I haven't exercised in so long, or I've been eating like crap, and suddenly you start eating really well, you're going to be not healthy. Everything slow. Take everything slow. Don't do anything too hard to yourself, like suddenly, you know, even if you're running. You run for a while, I heard that you're supposed to stop when you stop running. You're not supposed to be like, run, then you lie down, then you're going to die. You're going to stroke out or something like that. Instead, you're supposed to run, and then you stop, and then you walk for a while. Yeah, don't just keep running the whole time. That's too much running, I think. I got hot wings from Popeyes. This afternoon, I went there, and I got a really big box of hot wings. They're really good. They're all really good. But maybe it was a bad decision to buy so many hot wings that was going to last me all day. And then eat nothing but hot wings for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's what I did today. I was like, do I want to buy the small size hot wings and eat them right now, or then not eat any more all day and then having to go look for more food at night? Or do I want to buy the large hot wings and then eat it for every meal of the day until you get to the last meal, which is program meal nighttime here, dinner time as some people call it, but I call it nighttime meal. So a little late for dinner. It's about 9 o'clock for me. So I'm just calling this night meal. And then I just eat nothing but wings all day. And by right now I'm not feeling too great, but they're good. Tastes good still. Really good. Might be overdoing it though with these hot wings. Well, it's not stopping me. I'm gonna eat all of them. Maybe here on the program, if I can make it. Or maybe it's, I don't know if I should never challenge yourself with food. I think that's gross. Like, people eat so much food that they don't want to eat anymore. And they're just like, maybe you're telling you something. Like, I still want to eat this. There's nothing telling me to stop. Except for maybe just like logic. Logic's telling me to stop, and maybe I could follow logic, but not my my body. If my body says, I want it. So maybe, you know, don't deny. Why deny? Don't you know what you want? Don't your cravings know what you want? But probably it's not true either. Because then you just drink the worst stuff and eat the worst stuff and get sick, and you know, sometimes you want to eat. It's like your cravings, sometimes it's a circle too, and you just want what you keep having. So I should slowly move to better stuff than hot wings all day. Like, next I'm going to move to fried vegetables all day. Or maybe baked wings. For hot wings, just mild fried wings, because I don't know how good the spice is for you, but maybe it's not bad. The spice is good or bad for you, maybe it's in the middle. I don't know how it fixes your guts, but I've been eating them all day. I feel okay so far. Who knows about tomorrow though? I'm gonna eat these hot wings, and then they're gonna become part of my body. The fat and the wings, they're gonna go, and I'm gonna get the fat in my body, and then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna exercise my mind by talking, and that's gonna create some calorie burning. I don't know if I want to burn calories in my mind, which where I probably burn more than in my body. But just sitting here talking, it burns some calories. It's like in your neck or something, or maybe in your just by talking, breathing. Talking is breathing. So maybe I'm breathing this whole time. When you breathe, you're turning some of your body into the air, and then that plant is eating it. It's eating my body, and my body eating the chicken. So the plant is like eating the chicken from before, and then the plant eats it, and then it creates the oxygen, and I breathe it, and it doesn't turn back into chicken. But when I walk around, it kind of does. You know, it's a cycle. It's like the life cycle. Life cycle between me and that plant and these hot wings. I think it's real. I believe in it. And what else is reality other than belief? It's check out. Look at the phone. You can call the number. It's up there. It's 360-836-4384. You can call that number and leave a message, and you can get yourself on TV. Because of these people. If anybody left a message today. Looks like somebody did. So Gilifo tried to call us again, Dobler. Not Mr. Ginsu today, though. We could try to call him, though.
Actually, Dan, Dobler, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Yeah?
Marilyn and I are having a great time.
Good.
We're watching the X-Files.
Oh, yeah?
The X-Files.
I like the X-Files.
You can wear back, fine.
All right, Dan. I'm doing it. I'm going to call you back. I like the X-Files. I think I've seen them, the old ones, like a long time ago, though.
Hello?
Hey, Dan.
Hi.
Hi, it's the program on TV. How are you doing?
Fine.
You still watching the X-Files?
What?
Are you still watching the X-Files?
No. I want to Major Crimes.
What is it?
Major Crimes.
What's that, a movie?
It's a new show.
Oh, yeah? What, Netflix?
No, on Channel 11.
Oh, yeah, on TV. You got cable still?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, you can watch the program. I bet you're sleeping, though, probably 11:30. You go by sleep by then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Ellen's watching the X-Files. I like the X-Files. Did you watch it in the 90s?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you start from the beginning? Is that one on Netflix? Where's the X-Files on?
I can't send you. I can't.
Okay.
That's so. That's so.
Where are you watching the X-Files?
I got a box set in the library.
Oh, that's good. The library. I like that show.
Yeah.
It takes place it seems like it's in Washington, you know? It seems like it's around here sometimes.
Yeah,
it's kind of a scary place sometimes. You ever think you've been abducted by aliens, right, Dan?
I might have been.
Is it like it's like on the X-Files? They have a lot of aliens.
Yeah, I might have been abducted.
But you most likely though, you think so, right?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's missing time. Missing time.
I think there's an X-Files episode about the missing time thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh yeah, maybe you'll watch it sometime. It's on the box set maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Tell me, how long have we been on tonight?
We've been on for about. We have 37 minutes left.
I'll call you back.
All right, thanks, Dan. Bye. All right, well, here, let's call Freddie, the producer, next. Find out how the production run is going.
Hey, you've reached Freddie Dobler.
I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave me a nice message, I'll get back to you soon.
I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. It's the program. I'm calling you. You can call us back. You have about 36 minutes today. How are you? Have you ever thought about the life cycle of plants and how you breathe? The plants eat you when you breathe. Call us back. Okay, bye. I call it what do plants eat? And they eat people. And animals. All right. I guess next we'll call Yellow Fellow. He tried to call, but he didn't answer. And then we'll call Dan Dobler. Mr. Ginsu. And then maybe we'll do some tape stuff after that. So here's Yellow Fellow. Let's see if he's going to answer. I don't know if he is, though. It's kind of late where he's at. It's like midnight 30 over there. You've reached the voicemail box.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 610633 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Yellow Fellow. It's the program. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? Remember when you were in the bad part of town? Did you ever escape? How did that go? That was like last week or something. How are you? How's Dana doing? You and Dana calling still? Yeah, I think was it yesterday when we were talking to you and you were hanging out with Dana and something like that was happening. It's probably late. It's nighttime. Do you go to bed? What's your sleep schedule like? Yellow Fellow, you been sleeping enough? Every time you go to sleep, I think you go to sleep about, I would say 10, which is kind of early because you have your job is not requiring you to wake up in the morning. So maybe I would think that you would be sleeping like late. Like if most people, I don't know, if you don't have a job, if your job doesn't require you to be awake at different times and you can like set your own schedule and you have to make sure things are getting done, I think people tend to start sleeping late and staying up late. But maybe that's just me. I have a proclivity to the night. Do you have a proclivity to the night, or is your like alliances leaning towards the daytime? Maybe it's unnatural to be up at night and sleep during the day, but I think it's fine. And maybe I'm trying to people are trying to be natural, and they're like, oh, why? Like, oh, do you like this food? Why do you like this food? And like, oh, it's natural. It's like, why is that good? Like maybe the unnatural stuff is the better stuff because it's like farther from what is just like nature, created by nature, and it's created by people. And maybe the people stuff is better, and that we're like creating better things. Like, oh, it's like, oh, this is how nature is, and it's like nature didn't plan things. Nature is like how it ended up being, and we plan things. So maybe unnatural stuff is better. I kind of think about those GMOs. You know, people are always like, oh, the GMOs are so bad. But maybe the GMOs are good too. That's why they're there. You think that all these people are just like trying to hurt you? Like, what are they doing? They're trying to make a buck. That's why they make the GMOs, because like for cheaper stuff. Maybe some of those GMO people are trying to help, and they're not trying to just hurt you. Dan Doble's calling us back. Yellow Fellow. Okay, bye. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Dan.
Hello, sir?
Yeah.
I'm in the secret agency of the American government.
Uh-huh.
Have you been talking to the... Have you been talking to the doctors and Dobler?
Yes, I have been.
We need to come to the CIA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn them in.
What?
I'm no snitch.
What?
I'm no snitch. I'm not gonna help the CIA. Why would I help the CIA?
Because we heard we have a lot to your television program, and we heard.
I have.
We heard you talking to that number about him being abducted by aliens.
Oh yeah, that's me, and that's between me and Dan Lobo. I have the First Amendment rights. You know about the aliens?
We need to interrogate you about it.
In a room, I don't want to be interrogated. I have rights.
Chat.
Cut, yeah. Oh man, that would be freaky. The CIA though. I think they're out there.
I got you going tonight.
Yeah.
I got you going, kitty, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I thought it was the CIA was calling me. That'd be bad. And they're like, after Dan.
I was kidding with you.
Yeah. It was a good one.
I was just kidding with you.
It was a good one, Dan. I got.
Well, I'll let you later, bye.
All right, thanks, Dan. Bye. It was the CIA. Oh, the CIA after me. Okay, that was Freddie. We called Freddie. Dan, let's call Mr. Ginsu now. It was kind of late at night, but I think if he's not going to answer, he's not going to answer. And if he is going to answer, then he is. That's, I guess, the only options. So, I guess we could wake him up there. He could be asleep. But that's still answering. Brrr. Brrr.
To an automatic voice message system 360561. Not available.
Mr. Ginsu. It's the program. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? Sleeping? They have you on the day shift? Oh, I'm eating hot wings. Or the night shift. It's harder to talk and eat these wings at the same time. You know, hot food is good. And it's like the more you eat of it, the heat builds. I think that's a good heat, you know, when it's slow heat. It's like, you know, not too fast of a heat. Maybe that's why it's called ghost pepper. Because it's sneaky, like a ghost. Ghosts are very sneaky. Because they can go through walls and stuff. They're like sneaky as a ghost. You could make that metaphor. Ghosts are so sneaky. Well, ghosts are sneaky. Like, how sneaky are they? You can like compare them to another thing. Like maybe like a bandit. Oh, right. Oh, Freddy's calling us on the line. Mr. Ginsu. Okay, bye. Hanging up. Mr. Ginsu answering Freddy. Hello. Hello.
Hey, program.
Hey, Freddy. How are ya?
Good. I missed your call, but I'm returning your phone call.
What's the sneaky thing? If you're gonna make this a metaphor for being sneaky, like sneaky as a what?
Oh, it's a metaphor for sneaky. Sneaky as a snake. Sneaky as a snake in the grass.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, sneaky as a politician.
Oh yeah, they're sneaky.
Sneaky as a sneaky as a smell.
Snail, yeah, snails are sneaky.
Sneaky as a sour smell.
Like
sneaky as a sneaker.
It's so
sneaky as a fart on a subway.
Ooh, my sneaky thing. You say, it's so sneaky. This thing is so sneaky that if you were to make a metaphor for things that are sneaky, this is the thing that you would use.
Like something like it was so sneaky that it was. I don't know, like so a metaphor more like a longer type thing?
Those are all the metaphors. I was thinking like ghosts are sneaky, but like how sneaky is the ghost? And you're like, it's so sneaky that if you were to use a metaphor of how sneaky things are, that would be the thing.
Let me put you on speakerphone. Yeah.
Oh. It's so.
I don't think they can hear you yet.
It's so.
Here we go.
It's so sneaky that if you were to make it. Can you hear me, other people?
Metaphor thing?
Yeah, why does it need...
Like, It's so sneaky that if you were to make a metaphor of how sneaky things are, that you would say that this thing is that sneaky thing.
That's your metaphor? No, like, so it's so sneaky that...
Something so sneaky it'll lose classification? Or
It's so sneaky that if you were to encounter another thing that you want to describe sneaky things, you could use this thing in a metaphor for being sneaky.
Language. We never talk about what the nature of language. We just use it to describe things.
It's so sneaky that if you...
The parasite.
If you saw it... No, you wouldn't see it. I don't know. It's tough.
It's so
hard to come up with a metaphor.
No, it's so sneaky that if you were to say, like...
I don't think it's a riddle.
It's not. If this is a prompt, if you're giving us a prompt or if you're giving us an example.
I'm giving you the example. The example is like... You're like, snakes are so sneaky. It's like, oh, how sneaky are they? It's like, they're so sneaky that if you were to say, like, something else that's sneaky, you could use that in a metaphor for being sneaky.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. How are ya?
Oh, I'm good. I got to... I'm trying to get you off speakerphone now. Personally, I'm doing very good today. I got to work at a local food establishment and experience food service.
Best restaurant in Thurston County, right?
Yeah, I got to work at the best restaurant in Thurston County, which is, it was quite an honor. It was enjoyable. I got to meet a lot of nice people and serve them food. The only thing I wasn't sure about is whether I was giving them too large of portions, but I think if that's a problem, it's a good problem to have. At least they weren't having too small portions, although one person did kind of feel like they had... They were like, oh, that's how much chili I get? That seems like a small portion of chili. And I was like, I don't think so. I'm giving you a lot of chili. But I didn't say that because I was trying to be nice to the customers.
Did you give them more?
I gave them a little more after they said that, yeah.
Yeah. Did you wear an apron?
You know, I mean, honestly, they were already kind of making a fuss over nothing. But I guess you get to do that when you're a customer.
Yeah. I never do that.
Yeah.
Like...
Good.
I pretty much will eat whatever they give me. Maybe I'll be upset. Maybe I won't go back.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, the weird thing is dealing with it in a way where, I mean, it's like really hard to be constructive, I guess, in that setting, and she certainly wasn't constructive.
Yeah. Did you get an apron?
I did have an apron. It was a denim apron. Mm-hmm. And at first I wasn't wearing the apron because I was like, I don't know why I would wear an apron. But then I was washing dishes and I was spraying water all over my clothes and like getting oil or something on the shirt and that I liked. And I was like, oh no, I wanted to wear a nice shirt to my first day at the best restaurant in Thurston County. But then I was getting stuff on my nice shirt, so I had to put on the apron. And I actually also had to put my nice shirt into one of the, like, there's like so many sinks in a food establishment. There's like tons of sinks.
Yeah.
So I put my shirt in cold water in one of the sinks so that it would get the stains out. Hopefully, I haven't had a chance to put it through the wash yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out okay.
I think you need a minimum of 4 sinks for the health code. Yeah. Because you need your hand washing sink.
I can think of, if we're talking about sinks or faucets, I'm not really sure. I think sinks, I would say there was like 7 or 8 sinks in this place.
Yeah. 4, maybe 5.
So sinks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are 6 sinks.
Yeah. You need, like, in the kitchen, you need 4, and then you need them in the bathroom too. So at least that's like 4 sinks, and then usually there's like the men's and women's room. So like that's like 6 sinks if you have a really small place.
There was no men and women bathroom. It was just one bathroom. So that was 1 sink. So there was actually an extra sink. There was like, I think maybe a water station and then like a hand washing station and then the triple like dishwashing sink classic thing.
Yeah.
And then, those are the 6 sinks.
What? Well, so that customer the worst part of it?
The worst part of it was when somebody asked for cream for their coffee and I didn't have cream.
Oh, yeah? And you said no cream.
Yeah, there's no cream. Oh, and then I was like making a fresh pot of coffee, and I thought I made it too strong.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually turned out to be fine, but I was worried. I had made it like disgusting. And they asked for sugar too, and I was like, oh no, I've really done it now. But it all worked out in the end because Madeline went and got some cream for me. She went and bought it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had cream for the rest of the day, but there was nobody else who came in and ordered coffee, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
what about milk?
No, yeah, he wanted milk, but
you had neither?
But we had neither. We had nothing. Well, we had whole milk at the beginning, but we gave all. That was the only milk that we ran out of all the milk after that. So.
I think milk is gross anyway.
Yeah. I don't know why people want to drink just milk, but they do sometimes.
You did them a favor.
I guess they've been brainwashed by the milk industry to believe that it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's really that healthy.
No, it's lies.
It's nice though. I mean, I like having milk in my coffee or a creamer in my coffee, but
I don't. I think people should not drink that. I'm against that.
You know. All right, we're going. We gotta go. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're going to call Mr. Ginsu. He tried to call us while we were on the line with Freddie. I'm playing some telephone tag here. Oh, we should have listened to his message before we started calling him back. Hello.
What the fuck?
It's the program. We're on TV. How are you?
I'm fucking here, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're awake, huh? You on the night shift?
My back hurts.
Your back hurts?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I'll work.
Is it the sacroiliac or your other thing?
It's more my low back.
Is that the sacroiliac? Is that like your old injury or your new one?
Above the sacroiliac.
So it's like the hips thing, or it's a totally new thing?
Above the hips.
So it's a new one, huh?
Yeah.
Because you had your hip problem, and then you had your sacroiliac problem. Now you're having this other back problem.
The hip and the sacroiliac were the same thing, I think.
Oh, okay. But this is a new one?
Well, it's old, but still there and not gone away.
Yeah. Did you have to carry something or what?
Mm-hmm.
Heavy lifting.
Yep.
You got to get a brace, maybe a back brace?
No, them things hurt just as much as they fucking help.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they used to hurt just as much as they help because my hip was fucked up, and no wonder. Maybe they might work nowadays, but...
Yeah, when was the last time you tried it? Maybe they've made advances in medical science.
I doubt it.
Yeah?
They're a bunch of cunts.
The medicine industry?
I already know what they got for medical fucking science, and it was like torture, so fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell them, but they ain't having a happy camper over here.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing about it? What are you trying to do to fix your back? Just relaxing or what?
I'm just relaxing, that's right.
That's all you can do.
And, that's all I can do.
Maybe you should exercise your back or something.
Well, I fucking, what do you think I was doing whenever I was lifting?
I think you were
all the time exercise.
Well, I think you should do some low-level exercises and then maybe you'll be.
Well, that's kind of what I was doing, but it was still a lot, and fucking more than I really needed to do, I think. But whatever.
You're doing a damaging level exercise. Maybe on your days when you're not doing that, you can do a little bit of exercise, and then maybe when you actually have to do a lot, you'll be more used to it.
Yeah, well, I just did a little bit of exercise, so.
You did a lot of exercise, sounds like.
Well, I did a fucking lot. I did a little and I did a lot. So fuck off.
Yeah, but maybe, like...
And after I did a little, I did a lot.
Maybe do a little on your days. Do it on your days when you don't do a lot, do a little. Maybe you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I did as much as I could do. And I hopefully you can get used to it. That means I'd be that much further along my little fucking, whatever this fucking thing is I'm doing.
Yeah.
On my way to fucking being a badass again.
Yeah, is it gonna work out? You're gonna be one?
I suppose so.
You think you're getting better? You're not getting worse?
I think I'm getting a little bit better. I still hurt, but I'm still getting better, but I'm not sure. I think I need to build the muscles back up where they used to be and fucking...
Yeah.
Then maybe I could tell you. Although I do got some extracurricular fucking bullshit going on that fucking just ain't fun.
You've been working for about a year. Last year, this time you got the job.
Yep.
So you made it. You made it a whole year.
Yeah, I made it a whole year. They didn't fire me and freaking yell at me and freaking nothing at me.
Yeah, I
just said don't quit.
I was watching the messages from the past from last year, and I didn't think you were gonna make it, and you did.
You didn't think I was gonna make it?
I thought you.
Well, there for fucking a while, it was fucking getting kind of close to the fucking not making it side.
Yeah. But I think you.
I almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it. If I think about it, yeah, I fucking came real close to fucking not making it. And I made it like, what, 2 days, 3 days? And now it's like, fuck. I'm fucked. They said, well, don't quit. Let's let you do something else.
You've made it. I think you made it now. After a year, I think we can say that. Yeah.
Well, supposedly. I know a lot more people there, and I learning more people's names.
Yeah, because you were worried about having friends and stuff at work, and now I think you were like, you thought nobody liked you or something, and everybody was speaking Spanish. Are they still speaking Spanish?
No, I don't know very much Spanish.
You know a little bit now, though? Because lots of your coworkers...
I'm still there.
Lots of your coworkers are Spanish speakers, right?
Yep.
Oh, do you speak Spanish a little bit now after?
No, I don't.
You didn't pick any up? You're gonna try?
I don't speak a goddamn word of it hardly.
Hola.
Maybe fucking, I'm not sure if that was hello or goodbye, maybe.
Habla el español. No habla español?
I don't know. Pardon me?
Yeah. You should learn. Why don't you can just like watch a YouTube. You still have YouTube?
Nope.
Oh. Well.
Costs too much.
You got the Spanish channel?
Well, YouTube don't cost too much. Getting the freaking phone fucking hooked up to fucking the internet or the airwaves costs too much.
Yeah. You got you have the Spanish channel? On TV? No?
I do, yes.
Well,
I don't watch them, though.
You could watch it, and then maybe you could learn.
Oh, I did watch one the other night, but I had it on mute because I couldn't understand the fucking thing that was going on.
Oh, yeah. You watch the Spanish news, right?
Well, I watched that, too.
Isn't that that's how babies... Yeah. Huh?
But, well, see, I suppose... Babies learn pretty good, but
yeah.
Damn.
Babies, they don't talk at all, and then nobody like teaches them to talk. They just start doing it, right?
No, whenever you're inside your mom's belly, you can hear what people are saying, you know.
Yeah, but they're not teaching you. You're just listening.
I remember back when before I was born, my parents were doing their taxes.
Yeah.
And they were like whispering and don't fucking say fucking shit loud because of what's in your belly. Might hear, so they would be very secretive.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good memory. Baby memories.
I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I believe is what I was doing, man. I was listening. I was wanting to hear what you had to say. And no, you ain't fucking talking because you're like, oh, I don't want you to hear what I have to say. So be careful what you say around the fucking stomach.
Yeah, I want to do tax. You wanted to learn about taxes.
Yeah, I was learning something, but then they fucking was getting all weird. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, you've been leaving messages. I don't remember the last time we talked to you on the phone, but I'm trying to remember what you were talking about before.
I fucking don't know. I never fucking know what I'm going to talk about, so I fucking get all pissed off or fucking...
Yeah.
They fucking, I think it was stupid.
I think I wrote some of it.
Fucking stupid fuckers.
I wrote some of it down, but I don't know where I did with the notes, and I've been trying to call you on those days. So.
Write it down properly in a place where you can find it properly.
Yeah.
In your pile of shit, about 2 feet tall around there.
Yeah, it's similar. I think I'm living a similar style to you right now, but probably not as bad.
Probably not as bad because you got people coming there.
Oh yeah. When was the last time you had somebody in your home?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah. Have you been getting out of... Oh, you've been working, so you get out of the house, because I remember when you didn't get out of the house for so long.
Yeah. I still... Well, when I moved in, somebody came in here to freaking do something. Oh, look at the fucking... At the heater.
Yeah.
Had something blew out it, and you changed that up. But I was still crippled at that time.
That was years ago.
Hey, I saw this one thing where you take a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if the champagne in it's what you call dead champagne, no bubbles in it.
Yeah.
You take a spoon and you stick it in the bottle of champagne. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, after a couple seconds, it starts bubbling again.
Yeah. Really?
Or you can take a raisin and drop it in there, and it'll start bubbling again.
What kind of spoon?
And then you have bubbly champagne.
What's the... What's doing that? Chemicals, or is it the shape of the raisins?
Or spoon. Right?
Yeah.
The long end of the spoon in, but you drop it in there where the spoon holds it in there, but it's fucking,
You can't just, like, shake up the bottle a little bit? Seems like that's all you're doing.
No, that makes it flat, right?
Yeah. So what's it doing? Like, the spoon is somehow giving it more bubbles? Or the raisin?
Yeah, it gives it more bubbles. It gives it more bubbles. The raisin, you don't have to use... You can use either one, the raisin or the freaking spoon. But the spoon worked real good. I was like, what the fuck? Look at that.
I don't understand how that works. You saw that on TV?
Yep, saw it on TV.
You got champagne?
Go do it sometime. Go get some champagne, drink half of it, let it sit out to where it's not freaking bubbly, and then stick a spoon in the motherfucker and see what you think.
I've never been in that predicament where I've had champagne. Like, this champagne is old.
Well, I'm just saying, in case you ever fucking there.
Yeah. I haven't drinking.
It'd be handy for you.
Yeah, I haven't even had champagne in many years, but I've definitely never had a flat champagne.
Yeah, like a bottle of champagne. Like I'm gonna leave half a bottle of champagne. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'll just drink the motherfucker.
Yeah, you drink the whole bottle.
That's how you get a Dewey. That's when you get a Dewey, when you drink the whole bottle of champagne.
Well, you're not supposed to drive afterwards.
Well, that's people do. People, stupid is, stupid does.
Don't drive. Don't drink and drive.
And alcohol makes you really stupid, right? So.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what alcohol is going to do to you, it really makes you stupid in a really fucking hurry. Then you're in a world of hurt.
Yeah. Well, I've definitely never had to worry about flat drinks. I don't think I've ever had a flat drink. I drink it. If I'm going to drink a drink like that, you know to drink it. Like, why would you leave and let it go flat? That's dumb of you in the first place.
You shotgun it?
Or I drink it, or I share it, or something, or I put the cap on it.
Do you shotgun it? You ever shotgun freaking beer?
No, I think I tried. I couldn't really do it. It's hard.
What?
It's too much. Why would you do that? I'd rather drink it slowly.
Fuck off. You got a shotgun one once in a while just to fucking prove you're a man.
No, I don't need to prove. I don't need to.
Oh, you do. Yeah, you need to prove it to me.
No.
So fucking.
I don't need to prove it to anybody.
God damn it! You prove it to me one of these days.
No.
I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you.
Yeah, you want to prove? I think that not having to prove it, that's the proof.
No, I think proving it is better. I'm gonna make you prove it. You can shotgun a beer.
Yeah, but now if I do do what you say, then I'm listening to you, and that's not very masculine, is it?
No, it's not the end of it. And it's the beginning.
Yeah. We gotta record a message to the future. I don't know what I did with this.
Do you know anybody that can shotgun a beer?
Oh, I've seen people do it, and they try to get me to do it, but it's too fast. You know, my favorite drinking game is drink at your own pace, slowly. I think that's good. I don't think that abusing alcohol is good for your is good to do.
Right. I suppose in the long run, I guess you're very correct. It's kind of an abuse in a way, but it's more abuse of the body.
Yeah, I don't.
You're drinking anyway.
I don't support alcohol abuse.
Yeah, there you go. I'll have to go with you on that one. You changed my mind.
Yeah, why, you shotgun beers?
I can shotgun beer.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, all I remember you was drinking. You were drinking whiskey, and then it made you sad. Remember that?
Yeah, well, mostly that was back whenever I was fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
Had nothing better to do with my life fucking anyway.
Yeah.
And it didn't even fucking help with the pain. I tried to drink enough to make it where the pain would go away, but it just got me drunk and fucked up.
People think you're drunk. Sometimes when I talk to you, they're like, "Is that guy just drunk all the time?" They think you are.
Well.
I tell them that you're. Yeah, I tell them that you're probably high, and not drunk.
Quite possibly high. More odds of being high than fucking drunk.
Yeah. I'm gonna record this message. We're gonna record this message to the future, okay?
No, we're not recording no message. We're fucking. This is fucking TV. It's not a message.
It is. Hey,
it's
future.
You're live.
Huh?
Frick off, future.
It's Sunday. Bye. All right, that was a good message to the future.
Oh, I guess it might have been freaking. It's still Sunday. Huh?
It's Sunday, yeah.
All right.
You got the day shift tomorrow or the night shift?
I got the day shift.
And you got to wake up at like what, 5 a.m. or something?
5. Yeah.
That's so early. You only have 7 hours, even if you go to like. It's like you want to get 8 hours of sleep.
Yep. That's 7 hours. That's enough sleep. I can do that.
Yeah.
I like to get 8 hours, 9 hours, but freaking 8 hours, 7 hours of work. In a pinch, I'll do 6 hours, but freaking I don't like doing that because then you start going to be late for work and shit.
Yeah, you need more sleep.
Yeah.
But they got you back on the morning shift instead of moving back and forth all the time?
No, I don't know. Right now I'm moving back and forth so far.
Yeah. And then you don't know. You got to call them.
I have to come in every day and find out my schedule, so I don't know. You can't tell you what's going to fucking happen.
I think they should give you a week.
Except for was working after 6 p.m. and after 6 p.m. you can look on the wall and see what time you work.
It seems crazy to me that they don't tell you like ahead of time when you're supposed to be working.
Yeah, kind of weird, ain't it?
Yes.
But people like to be the way people like to be, I guess.
We only have a few minutes left today. 2 minutes.
A couple of minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell can we talk about in a fucking couple of minutes?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember your messages because you've been leaving them all the time.
I'm trying to freaking think of what the fuck your message was.
You said stuff about like TV, like your TV is glitching out and you're unhappy about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty freaking unhappy about the digital glitch. I'm sure all the fucking people you have to pay to fucking hook the TV up to the cable and shit have something to do probably with it.
And you're still upset. You're still upset about ringing. Yeah.
Huh?
Upset about ringing, and about your teacher.
No. Shit, digital glitching out, and I fucking middle of watching that shit. Digital glitch out. You don't know what the fuck's going on now.
Did they give you a new task to do at your job, or you're gonna have to go do that same thing that's irritating your back? You gotta go back and do it tomorrow.
I think they're gonna go back and do that again tomorrow.
You can't tell them?
Unless one guy tells me, yeah, that was probably a miss. It's hard to say. It all depends on how I feel.
Yeah, you can tell them, though? They can give you...
good.
You've been there long enough that you can tell them that your back's messed up and that they can give you a different thing to do that day, right?
Yeah, I can complain if I have to, but I'm going to try not to because I really want to frickin' get my back in shape.
Well, that's not how you get in your shape. I think you get in shape by doing smaller things. If you do too much, that's not
It
good.
is the smallest thing I can fucking do.
Oh, okay.
Period.
Hey, the show...
it's a lot the fuck of it, so fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you want to be doing less of it. The show's over. Here's the credits. It's Sunday.
Yep.
We're on every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. YDHWM.com on the internet. Check it out. 360-836-1384.
Sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's 10 o'clock, motherfucker.
Yep. 109 State Avenue, that's our address. Number 3.
109?
Graham, it's a good song, thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordy E, Fabulous, Graham, Stop by the Con, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, and thank you. And viewers that you're watching, thank you.
I got a phone to pick with them.
Hell yeah, dog.
Hell yeah, dog. Motherfucker.
Bye.
See? Right?